Thank you for logging on to this Norwell High School sports broadcast brought to you by WellsCountyVoice.com, a division of the Voice Enterprises. This broadcast wouldn't be possible without the support of our sponsors you hear throughout the game, so be sure to visit their businesses and use their services as often as possible, and tell them thanks for their support. We encourage you to go to the games and support your local team, but when you just can't make it, we're here for you. Now it's time for the pregame show on WellsCountyVoice.com.
On the campus of Norwell High School in Ossian, Indiana, welcome to another production of Norwell Baseball on WellsCountyVoice.com. This afternoon, the Norwell Knights take on the Columbia City Eagles. Good afternoon, friends, and welcome aboard. This is Derek Decker bringing the action live from Norwell. These are two teams that are in major slides. The Knights coming in, losing 5 out of their last 8, and Columbia City, still has not gained a win on the season, 0-16, 0-6 in the conference. This is the last conference game for both of these teams. We'll talk about the conference standings. This game has no impact on the outcome of the second year of the Northeast State. We are moments away from the starting lineups as the plate meeting has just concluded. And we're going to have a couple special ceremonies today between the mothers and the first pitches. Here come the starting lineups from public address announcer Jeff Kokenauer.
Baseball action featuring the visiting team, the Columbia City Eagles, and the home team, your Norwell Knights. Let's meet the starting lineup. First for Columbia City, leading off at shortstop number 10, Frank Plecha. Batting second, the pitcher number 7, Jacob Bolt. Batting third, the center fielder number 9, Tanner Clark. Batting fourth, the third baseman number 16, Jake Elkins. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 18, Dylan Reed. Batting sixth, the second baseman, number 13, Cam Harris. Batting seventh, the left fielder, number 1, Zach Platt. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 14, Brendan Roberts. And batting ninth, the right fielder, number 20, Ben Ross. The Eagles are coached by Mr. Chris McGeehee. And now let's introduce the starting lineup for your Norwell Knights, who are accompanied by their mothers tonight in recognition of Mother's Day on Sunday. Leading off and playing shortstop number 5, Caleb Kohler. Batting second, the second baseman number 16, Garrett Waybright. Batting third, starting at catcher tonight, number 20, Colin Schwartz. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, number 1, Quentin Middleton. He'll be batting for the center fielder, number 4, Levi Leidig. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 34, Levi Long. Batting sixth, the starting pitcher tonight, number 3, Christian Bohata. Batting seventh, the left fielder, number 11, Ian Clark. Batting eighth, the third baseman, number 6, Garrison Breggy. And batting ninth, the right fielder, number 12, Tyler Skiles. Reserves tonight, number 2, Trevor Wilson, 10, Logan House, 13, Belton Glasgow, 15, Cole Lewison, 35, Caden Mann, and 54, Carson Kennedy. The Knights are coached by Mr. Andy McLean. He's assisted by Dave Goodmiller. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, would you please rise? Gentlemen, kindly remove your caps as we honor America and those who serve and protect it with the playing of our national anthem.
You care about your community, you shop local, and you enjoy personal interaction. You're doing more than spending your money, you're supporting your neighbors.
Hi, this is Carlos.
And this is Sarah from Bloomin' Boutique in Ossian. We would like to personally invite you to visit our shop, the Bloomin' Boutique, and check out all we have to offer.
At the Bloomin' Boutique, we have daily lunch specials like Taco Tuesdays, Witch Wednesdays, and Aloha Fridays. A large selection of smoothies, frappes, iced lattes, coffees, and teas.
We also carry a large selection of fresh flowers for bouquets and flower arrangements. Our shop is full of handmade, uniquely functional pottery, handmade jewelry, DeBrand's chocolates, and gifts. You don't need to go any further than the Bloomin' Boutique. Grab your latte, lunch, flowers, gifts, and chocolates all in one stop.
Support your local community by visiting Blooming Boutique, located at 106 South Jefferson Street in Ossian. Follow them on Facebook to view their daily lunch specials. Open 7 to 5 Monday through Friday and 9 to 3 on Saturday. The Blooming Boutique.
Hey, welcome back to Norwell. Not able to bring you the national anthem due to copyright violation. We've got a couple of first pitches ceremonially to be thrown out before the start of today's game.
We'd like to welcome for the first time the head coach of the men's basketball team, Coach Mike McBride, and the sectional champion coach, girls basketball, Eric Thornton.
Now let's look at how the Knights line them up in the field today. At the corners, it'll be Bragi at third and Long at first. By the way, nice breaking pitch by Mr. McBride. Boy, Coach Thornton with a great pitch, even checking the runners at first. And we are just about underway, so back to how the Knights will line it up in the field. At the corners, Bragi at third, Long at first, Kohler, Waybright up the middle, Clark, Leidig, and Skiles left to right in the outfield. Colin Schwartz starts behind the plate, and Christian Bohetta is the starter this afternoon for your Knights. Christian has thrown 34 innings on the year and has allowed 15 earned runs on 38 hits, 13 walks to 28 strikeouts, so a 2-to-1 ratio. In what it's worth for Christian Bohatti. Comes in with a record of 5-1 on the season. He's charged with his first loss on the year over at Huntington North last Thursday. Columbia City will send Planchin, Bolt, and Clark to the plate here in the top of the first. Today's game time temperature 85 degrees, the warmest day of the year. A south-southwest wind at 15 miles an hour, gusting to 25, and it'll be blowing out today, mainly to center, but at times to left. And that's how Norwell will line it up today. They come in with a record of 13-5, but we mentioned in the intro losing 5 out of the last 8. They did have 2 wins up at Garrett Invitational, taking the championship there, wins against Bishop Lures and county rivals Bluffton, but they suffered a loss 10-3 last night after allowing 7 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning and dropped that game. Norwell has now guaranteed themselves a losing record in the Northeast 8. By the way, fantastic crowd on hand this afternoon and a nice day, albeit a little breezy. It's a nice warm breeze. And Frank Planchin will step in for the Eagles. And Bohetta's first offering of the afternoon is foul-tipped into the glove. First pitch, 5-13. And we are away. A 1 at the knees for called strike 2, and Bohetta works ahead. He gave up a ton of hits against Huntington North. That was a 9-4 loss for the Knights. Planchin fouls it straight back to the screen. But Norwell's definitely got some kinks to work out before sectional week is upon us. Breaking pitch and a wave and a miss, and Bohetta records his first strikeout of the day for the first out of the top of the inning.
The pitcher, number 7, Jacob Bolt.
Jacob Bolt steps in now. He's the starting pitcher for Columbia City today. And there's a strike call at the belt. Christian's a guy that, especially on a day like today, is going to have to pound the zone against a team that doesn't have a win yet. There's a swing and a miss. Interesting side note, Columbia City has allowed double-digit runs to every single of one of their opponents, with the exception of Manchester. So 15 of the 16, they've given up 10 runs or more. Didn't miss by much. And the count now 1 ball and 2 strikes as he tried the outer edge and didn't get the call. There's a big breaking ball, a wave and a miss, and Bolt's out of there on strikes for the second out.
The center fielder, number 9, Tanner Clark.
Here's Tanner Clark. This Columbia City team is a very young group. Lots of sophomores, only a handful of seniors. And there's the first pitch strike. Bohata has only missed with one pitch in his first 9. There's a fastball that's looped into the right field, and it's down for a base hit. 2-out single for Tanner Clark, and he's aboard.
Third baseman, number 16, Jake Elkins.
There's Jake Elkins, the third baseman. First pitch is outside, and Clark has just a modest lead away from first base. Doesn't appear to be a threat to run for the Eagles. There's a pitch in the dirt, and Bohata's behind for the first time, 2-0. Talked about the disastrous 6th inning last night for Norwell. 2-0 pitches fouled out of play. But had 2 outs and nobody on in a 3-3 game. And then everything fell apart. Back-to-back singles followed by a triple, a 2-run homer, a pitching change, single walk, 3-run homer, and finally a strikeout to get the Knights out of the inning. 3 different pitchers. Strike 2 called on the inner edge. And Norwell not able to win. They've now lost 4 in a row in the conference. 2-2 offering. Breaking pitch is smoked foul. Elkins way out in front of that one. Looking for the fastball on the 2-2. And that pitch is grounded towards the shortstop and through. Kohler was shaded a little bit up the middle in case he had to step on the bag. But now 2 hits in a row here for Columbia City with 2 outs in the top of the first.
First baseman, number 18, Dylan Reed.
Pitch was not struck particularly well, but right in the hole and under Kohler's glove for a base hit. And now an RBI opportunity coming for Dylan Reed here with 2 outs. First pitch grounded right back at the pitcher. Bohata fumbles it a little bit, but he'll have plenty of time to throw to first. The side is retired. Columbia City comes up with 2 hits. They leave 2. We go to the bottom of the first, scoreless in Ossian on WellsCountyVoice.com.
At Adams Memorial Hospital, we care for the things that mean the most to you, your health, your family, and your community. Compassion is just as important to us as being accredited, or our Follow My Health online patient portal, or having top-of-the-line medical technology. Because at Adams Memorial Hospital, exceptional care means listening a little longer, a hug, or a kind gesture from a nurse. Compassion and medical expertise. That's Adams Memorial Hospital. Exceptional care, close to you. Close to you.
Bluffton Tire, you know where they're located, across the street from Bummy's, right at the entrance to the 4-H park, has been serving Wells County for over 50 years. Bluffton Tire needs to be the first stop for brakes, struts, front-end alignment, and offers over 20 different brands of tires. Stop by and see Carrie Jennis today or visit online at BlufftonTire.com for online specials and coupons. Bluffton Tire is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon.
Hi, this is Carrie Jennis at Bluffton Tire, and we'll keep you going.
Yeah, welcome back to Norwell. We're in the bottom of the first. Columbia City got back-to-back singles with 2 outs, but they left them both after Dylan Reed grounds out 1-3 to end the inning. Here's how Columbia City will line it up defensively today. At the corners, Jake Elkins at third, Dylan Reed at first. Frank Planchin, Cam Harris up the middle, Zach Platt, Tanner Clark, Ben Ross left to right in the outfield. Brendan Roberts starts behind the plate today for the Eagles, and the starting pitcher, right-hander Jacob Bolt. As Columbia City looking for their first win, it would have to come on the road here. Both of these teams playing in their final conference game of the year, and DeKalb is in sole control of the conference as they'll take on Leo. A win would guarantee them an outright Northeast 8 title, but a loss could open it up to as big as a 3-way tie. Huntington North, East Noble, New Haven all at 4-2 in the conference. Norwell and Belmont are tied for 5th place at 2-4. Columbia City 0-6, and Leo sandwiched in the middle at 3-3. But they could steal at least the
Leading off for the Knights at the bottom of the first inning,
solo conference title from DeKalb with a win tonight. Caleb Kohler in the leadoff spot after Trevor Wilson, not in the lineup, exited last night's game in the 3rd inning. And Levi Leidig has taken over for him in center field today. First pitch is a strike call on the outer edge. Ojeda threw 17 pitches in that first inning, 14 of them for strikes. Kohler, .319 on the year. And that one hit him right in the back. And the leadoff man reaches for the Knights.
The second baseman, number 16, Garrett Waybright.
And here's Waybright. Garrett has bounced back in a big way. Had an excellent day on Saturday at the Garrett Invitational. Believe had 6 hits in 2 games. First pitch is a strike call. The runner goes, and Kohler is in there sliding safely by a wide margin. It'll be a stolen base. And now a runner in scoring position. Waybright has driven in 11 on the year. A .321 average, and Bolt will step off to check on the runner. Got a really nice afternoon. Might have been a little nicer yesterday just because the fact that the wind was a little lighter and it was a little cooler. And Waybright pulls back the bunt and takes ball 1. But certainly not complaining at all after we had a string of several cold weeks in a row. 1-1 offering. He squares to bunt and bunts it foul, and the count will go to 1-2. That's something the Knights have struggled with all season long, is getting bunts down. Did perfectly execute a squeeze in the second inning to their credit. In fact, I believe that was Wilson before he came out of that game. Ball and 2 strikes to Waybright. Kohler out at second base. Bolt comes set at the belt and delivers the pitch. Big breaking ball that just missed inside. Yeah, we've seen several balk calls here in the previous couple of games. There's a big bender that's popped up into shallow center. Coming on is Tanner Clark. It's routine, and he hauls it in for the first out.
The catcher, number 20, Colin Schwartz.
So Waybright can't move the runner over. Kohler's still out there at second, but now Colin Schwartz will bat. He leads the team with 21 driven in. Tied with Levi Long atop the RBI category. .365 average as well. Takes the first pitch at the letters for ball 1. Colin's been a vital part to Norwell's success, especially on the defensive end where they've needed him the most. He's thrown out a ton of runners on the base paths this year, not just stealing bases. And Bolt hits his second batter as that one just came right up and hit him in the lower back on the left side, and Schwartz is aboard.
Now batting. Correction, courtesy runner at first base, number 2, Trevor Wilson. And now batting for the Knights, the designated hitter, number 1, Quentin Middleton.
So Trevor Wilson in a courtesy runner role today for the Knights. Definitely got good speed. And Middleton fouls the first pitch out of play. It's something that he's done almost all season long. He's a first pitch swinger. A lot of times the best pitch of the at-bat will be on the first pitch. Picks up on the fact that a guy's throwing a lot of fastballs early in the count. Ball and a strike here to Quentin. Levi Long waits on deck. Bohada in the hole should one of them reach. And the 1-1 went behind him. Roberts will have to chase to the backstop. And both runners will advance. A very wild pitch. Don't have a category for that, but that's what it was, is it missed behind Middleton. That's now 3 that have gotten in on the batters and have been nowhere close to the zone. Two and one now to Quentin. And the pitch. And that hit him. Jacob Bolt has hit the bases loaded here in the bottom of the first. Can't say that too often. And it'll be Levi Long to bat now for the Knights. This is a game where Norwell is a heavy favorite, but it's nice to get some reps in before arguably their two toughest games of the year coming up tomorrow and Thursday. First pitch to Long is a strike call at the top of the zone. Levi is hitting with the bases loaded, 339. Flew out to end the game last night with the bases juiced, but has driven in 21. 0-1 is popped up into right field again. Ben Ross to his right coming in, makes the grab, runner tags. Throw will come to the plate. It will be short. And now a throw to second, but Middleton's in there pretty easily. So all the runners advance. A sacrifice fly for Levi Long, and the Knights lead it 1-0.
Now batting, the pitcher number 3, Christian Bohanna.
So they score a run without the benefit of a hit here in the bottom of the first. And all three runners take an extra base there. Bohanna bats now for the Knights. 275 on the air. Squared to bunt and pulled back. Pitch was high. Christian also 8 RBIs to his credit. And the 1-0. Squares to bunt again and bunts it foul. Coach McLean not particularly pleased last night after the fact that Bohanna squared to bunt and put one right back to the pitcher with runners on second and third and 2 outs. Kind of a phantom bunt situation. Not really expected, and Coach McLean wasn't expecting it either. Pops up the breaking pitch on the back of the infield. Planchin backpedaling and makes the grab in shallow left center, and the side is retired. Norwell gets one without a hit, and after one complete, they lead it 1-0 on WellsCountyVoice.com.
This is Dan and Jane with Daniels Jewelers in Bluffton.
We want to remind everyone that we do in-house repair, with our specialty being restoration and resetting.
Jewelry that is worn frequently over the years usually needs some TLC, prong retipping, resetting, or sizing.
It's so much fun to see the customer's reaction when they see their jewelry looking almost brand new.
Or maybe it's time for a new style. Choose from all styles of settings or let us design one just for you.
Daniels Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
Yeah, welcome back to Norwell. Top of the second, Norwell 1, Columbia City nothing. Let's talk about the sectional situation for a moment. Norwell will take on Mississinawa next Wednesday at 5:30 over at Belmont. That game will be followed by the host Braves taking on Marion, and that should not be a close game. Probably be Belmont and Norwell in the semifinal. And the other semifinal is Heritage and Columbia City. So a common opponent here in the conference down at Belmont again this year. 3 teams represented in the Northeast 8. And that'll be followed by the sectional championship coming up on Memorial Day, 1 o'clock start time. Cam Harris will lead off the top of the second for the Eagles.
What's that? Thanks.
And that pitch is grounded right towards the second baseman. Routine play for Waybright, and the air mailed the throw. E4. Pretty routine, just kind of let the throw fly, and the leadoff man is aboard for Columbia City here in the second.
The left fielder, number 1, Zach Platt.
And the middle infield has been quite a concern on defense here as the season has wore on. The Knights were very sound on defense early, but have since kind of fallen off the edge. There is a streak there where the Knights had 12 errors in their first 10 games combined, and then 12 in the next 2. Pitch is low, snap throw back to first, and Harris is back in standing up. A ball and a strike here to Zach Platt. Pitch missed low again. Talking about the tournament situation, the winner of the Belmont sectional will take on the winner of the Yorktown sectional Saturday in regionals at 1 o'clock, the second game of the day. And that'll probably be more than likely. We don't want to say anything too early. There's called strike 3, and Bohada has recorded his third strikeout of the day.
Number 14, Brendan Roberts.
But if you had to make a guess, it would probably be Hamilton Heights. Perhaps Jay County could contend for that sectional. But the favorite in the regional will likely be Northwood, who is 20-1 coming into today's game. Oh, 1 breaking pitch, foul tipped into the glove for strike 2. But Bishop Dwenger could also contend for that title if they're able to get out of the grinder of sectional 22. There's a check swing and popped up into foul territory. Long giving chase and makes the grab for the second out. Nice play on the run for Levi Long.
Right fielder, number 20, Ben Ross.
And here's Ben Ross. Bottom of the order for the Eagles. Bats here with 2 outs in the top of the second. And the first pitch is foul tipped into the glove. Columbia City hitters have had a tough time picking up on the lefty Bohada and what he has to offer. Check swing breaking ball is strike 2 called. And Bohada kind of blowing through the order here. We'll see if either of the JV members get any work today. Logan House, Belden, Glasgow have dressed for the first time this season. That just missed. Runner goes. Throw to second is not going to be in time. It was a little low, and Kohler couldn't pick it. And it'll allow Cam Harris to steal second base. Well, a better throw there would have gotten Cam Harris. And the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball, chopped towards third. Breggy fields on a hop and the charge and throws to first. It's in time. Columbia City gets a base runner. They leave him, and after an inning and a half, Norwell leads 1-0 on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
Welcome to the new Heidi Automotive Group. We have a brand new state-of-the-art facility. Now you can shop for a new Chevrolet, Buick, Dodge, Ram, Jeep, or Chrysler at the same location right here in Bluffton, Indiana. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and crossovers. We focus on quality, and that is why we certify our pre-owned inventory so you get more warranty, free maintenance, and peace of mind. Don't worry about your credit. We have financing options for everyone. Heidi Automotive Group, a new look, but old-fashioned integrity.
Hi, this is Dale from the Voice Enterprises. For countless years, I struggled with back pain, and more often than not, the doctors would just prescribe pain meds, which would just dull the pain. It wasn't until I was referred to Indiana Physical Therapy that I truly experienced pain relief. The professionals at IPT showed me the correct exercises and stretches for my problems, and my back pain began to fade away, and as a result, my entire body began to feel better. Indiana Physical Therapy's highly trained professionals treat all types of injuries and ailments and accept all insurance. For more information on IPT or to schedule an appointment, call 824-0522 or visit indianapt.com.
Yeah, welcome back to Norwell. We're welcomed back to the bottom of the second with a bit of disappointment as the Wasps not able to be killed. We've dealt with the Wasps year in and year out. That's kind of a hard word to say. Sounds like you're slurring it a little bit, but every year we deal with the nest of those babies, and those friendly insects are not welcome in our press box. But they find their way in every single year. Norwell send the bottom third, Clark, Breggy, and Skiles to the plate here in the bottom of the second inning. Clark, a dead pull hitter, and if he's able to get one up into the jet stream today, he'll have a great shot at getting out of here. And he hits him on the first pitch. That's the fourth batter that Jacob Bolt has hit today. He's having some trouble so far. And the leadoff man is aboard again. Knights haven't had a lot of opportunity to hit, as they've only put 3 balls in play, and Bolt's already hit 4 batters. Breggy, 367 on the year. He's had a real nice start, and here comes a slow pickoff move to first. Chris McGehee, the coach here at Columbia City, you might remember that name from several years ago, the former freshman boys basketball coach here at Norwell. Inner corner for a strike call. Chris has had a variety of jobs at the high school level across northeast Indiana. Several stops along the way, including Whitco, before landing here at Columbia City. 1-1 to Garrison. Breggy came really close to his first varsity home run at Garrett last Saturday. Off the top of the wall. Another foot or two would have gotten it out. Bolt comes set for the 2-1 offering. Fastball fouled back to the screen, and we're even at 2-2. Bohada now sits at 30 pitches through 2. 24 have been strikes. It's the very definition of pounding the zone. And Columbia City really hasn't done a whole lot of anything. Did string 2 hits together back-to-back in the first, but those were both with 2 outs, and Bohada had no trouble getting out of it. That'll almost look like an ephus pitch. And the count now runs full. Big slow breaking ball. Runner goes on the payoff pitch. It's low and in. It'll be a wild pitch because Clark's going to take third base. That'll put runner... Oh, now Breggy's going to get a late break to second as Brendan Roberts kind of took his time getting to that baseball, and it'll put runners on second and third for Norwell with nobody out. Chris McGehee is going to jog out to the mound and have a chat now with Mr. Bolt. So a wild pitch there. He's had a couple of them so far. They'll meet before Skiles bats. Tyler getting the starting call today in the lineup for Norwell. Hasn't seen a ton of at-bats on the year.
Right fielder, number 12, Tyler Skiles.
But in the at-bats he has had, he's had a real nice average, 353 on the year. Bolt missed on the first offering to Skiles, and now there's a strike call, bottom of the knees. Definitely a little toasty in the press box this afternoon. One is well high. Bolt in danger of loading the bases again here with nobody out. Top of the order looms on deck for Norwell. 2-1. Popped up, foul out of play. Skiles' highlight of the year has been that Snyder, a bases-clearing triple in that game to secure a Norwell victory on the road at a pretty good Snyder team. Knights crushed the ball in that game. 2-2 hits Skiles in the back. Fifth batter, Jacob Bolt, has hit, and the bases are juiced. That's not the place you want to get hit, and that's going to be the end of the day for Jacob Bolt. Chris McGehee is going to make a pitching change. While he does, we'll take a break and return after these words from our sponsors on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
Introducing Pizza Hut's first $5 flavor menu. Just $5 each when you order 2 or more. Say yes to a medium one-topping pizza. Yes to Wing Street Wings. Yes to new stuffed garlic knots. And much more. It's easy to say yes to our first ever $5 flavor menu. Only at Pizza Hut.
The $5 flavor menu is now available from your local Pizza Hut on North Main Street in Bluffton. To place an order, call 824-5701 or order online at pizzahut.com.
At First Bank of Bern, we believe in the American dream of owning a home. Having a space you can call your own. In fact, we've helped people realize that dream for over 125 years. Whether you're looking to buy your first home, refinance an existing loan, or move into something a little bigger, we believe our lending experts have the local knowledge and experience to help make your dream a reality. Apply online at firstbankofbern.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Yeah, welcome back to Norwell. Here come the changes for Columbia City. The pitcher now, Zach Lonsberry for the Eagles. Jacob Bolt shifts to right field, and out comes Ben Ross. Jacob Lonsberry, a junior. Oh, Zach Lonsberry, rather, is a junior. He's also listed on the JV roster, but he is on the varsity level today, and they're going to use him right away.
Now batting for the Knights, the shortstop number 5, Caleb Kohler.
And he'll face Caleb Kohler with nobody out, and he'll inherit the loaded bases. First pitch in the dirt. The Knights have had him loaded twice, and they still don't have a hit. Pops up the first pitch, foul and out of play. But Jacob Bolt hit 5 batters in his brief stint. He only got 3 outs. Did only allow 1 run, really limited the damage in the first. That one almost hit Kohler. It was inside. And the count now 2 balls and a strike. So all 3 of these base runners belong to Jacob Bolt. Here comes 2-1. It is ripped into center field and down for a base hit. Runners will move station to station as Breggy will hold it third. It's an RBI single for Caleb Kohler, and the Knights lead it 2-0. First hit of the day for Norwell. An RBI there for Mr. Kohler.
Second baseman, number 16, Garrett Wainwright.
And that run gets charged to Jacob Bolt. But Norwell really in danger here of busting this thing wide open early on. Columbia City just really short-handed pitching-wise. That's why they have allowed 10 or more runs in 15 of their 16 games this year. That pitch is ripped into center again for a base hit, just poked right there. Runnels will move station to station again. Same thing as before. It's an RBI single. Now Skiles is going to break for the plate as nobody was paying attention, and it'll be an error somewhere. We'll have to figure out who to give it to. It'll put runners on second and third now. 2 runs come in on the play, just 1 RBI, though, for Wainwright, and it's 4-0 Norwell.
The catcher, number 20, Colin Schwartz.
Second and third now for the Knights, and there's a balk. Boy, things just coming apart here for Columbia City. Yep. So Collins still has an RBI opportunity. First pitch is low and blocked nicely that time. Two 2-0 now to Mr. Schwartz. 2 hits for both teams. It's now a 5-0 game as the runner scored there on the balk. And that pitch is high. Middleton waits on deck. And what Columbia City didn't want to happen has just happened. A series of mistakes for the Eagles have resulted in 4 Norwell runs in this inning. And he rips the 3-0 pitch into left field for a base hit. RBI single for Schwartz as he just laid the 3-0 right across the plate. and it's 6-0 Norwell.
Running at first base for the Knights, number 2, Trevor Wilson. And now batting for Norwell, designated hitter, number 1, Quentin Middleton.
Trevor Wilson will courtesy run. Quentin Middleton will bat now. Quentin was hit by a pitch his first time at the plate. It's a 5-run inning for the Knights. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the second. That pitch is grounded foul. And Wilson will have to return. Quentin on the year has been a little bit up and down on the hitting side of things, but has had a couple of real nice games. Had a great game, 4 for 4, with 2 RBIs at Huntington North on Thursday. Definitely had the best offensive day of any night there. Ooh, there's a back pick to first. Oh, that's just going to be a bad break for Columbia City. They might have had Wilson at second base as he was going to be picked off. The throw to second hit Wilson right off the top of the noggin. And it will be Wilson taking second base with a 1-1 count to Middleton. That's just kind of unfortunate there for Columbia City. There's a pitch in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike to Middleton. Quentin looking for his first RBI of the day. 16 on the year. And that pitch is scorched right back up the middle into center. Wilson is going to be held at third. It'll put runners on the corners with nobody out here in the second.
The first baseman, number 34, Levi Long.
And here's Levi Long. Sacrifice fly, RBI in the bottom of the first. Knights might bat around without recording an out here in the second inning. Runner goes on the first pitch. It's in the dirt. Roberts having trouble finding it, but it wouldn't have mattered as Middleton had that base stolen easy. So now 2 runners in scoring position for Levi. That pitch is absolutely crushed into left center field, and it's going to one-hop the base of the wall. Levi's going to have extra bases. He's going to get 2 RBIs. It's a 2-run double for Levi, and the Knights lead it 8-0. Yeah, the Knights are having fun now. And Levi just had no trouble at all getting around on that pitch.
The pitcher, number 3, Christian Bohetta.
Here's Bohetta, and if he reaches base here, the Knights will bat around without an out. And he takes the first pitch high for ball 1. Christian popped out to the shortstop his first try. A 7-run second here for Norwell. They've got a chance at getting their biggest inning of the year. There's a strike call, bottom of the knees. And the 1-1. Low and in. And Bohetta takes it for ball 2. Our friend has... Oh, that's a fly. Oh, nicely done. One quick flick of the wrist, and down goes a fly. 2-1 well high. You got to keep yourself busy somehow during a blowout.
When the Tigers start?
Yep. 3-1 is ripped into right, but it's going to be playable this time for Jacob Bold. He makes the grab. Runner tags to third. And he moves the runner over 90 feet closer. It'll be the first out.
Batting now for the Knights, the left fielder, number 11, Ian Clark.
Here's Ian Clark. Ian was hit by a pitch back in the top of the... Actually, that was at the beginning of this inning. And he cuts and misses at the first pitch. Ian looking to earn his spot on this varsity team. He's been in and out of the lineup at times this year, but has started the last couple in left field. One in the dirt. Skips away from Roberts, but not far enough for Long to advance. And kind of doubt that any ball is going to be far enough to advance a runner from this point on, with the Knights already at an 8-0 lead. Most of the time you see teams get to 10 to make sure that they can get it done in 5 innings. And that one hit him in the, I think it got him right on the left hand. Looked like it might have hit him on the head, but he is going to be in some pain right here. And trainer Gavin Teeley will come out to check on him, and he'll need an extra moment. That got him right on the hands. Columbia City has just been hitting all kinds of batters today. There's some confusion on what's going to happen here. Ian is really struggling to get back to wherever he should be, whether he should be in the box or at first, but Gavin Teeley probing that left hand and seeing what the issue is. Now, Zach Lonsberry doesn't throw very hard, but pitches that strike you directly in the hand, there's not a lot of meat at all to protect that, and those bones are kind of exposed. Ian kind of flexing it in and out to loosen that hand up. Well, I'm really not sure how that could be a foul ball. But he'll have to step back in the box and hit here. The count now 2-2. He did not offer at the pitch. But that's what home plate umpire says, so that's what it is. 2-2. Big breaking pitch bounces over the head of Roberts, and Long's got to come in to score. Base is now empty. Wild pitch. And it's 9-0 Norwell. Popped up into the third base side, foul territory, in and out of the glove of Jake Elkins, and Clark has new life. That should have been caught. Should have been an inning ender. Actually, that would have only been the second out. But Clark is going to step back in and have another chance. Payoff pitch. Fouled away at the plate, and Ian stays alive right off the end of the bat. Just caught a piece of it. It'll be Bragi, then Skiles here in the Norwell order. 3-2. It is jam-jobbed into shallow left field and down for a base hit right between the third baseman and the shortstop, and dropped right over their heads into shallow left. And it'll be a one-out single.
The third baseman, number 6, Garrison Bragi.
Well, Clark just kind of got that one off the handle and pushed it out far enough to get it into left for a single. And here's Bragi. Bragi walked back in this inning and grounds this one towards the third baseman weakly. Elkins fields, low throw to first, gets away. Dylan Reed didn't even make contact with it. Clark's going to take third base and be held there. It'll be a two-base error, and Bragi's at second base. Second error of the game for Columbia City.
The right fielder, number 12, Tyler Skiles.
Pretty routine play that time, and just not a very good throw, and Dylan Reed did virtually nothing to stop that baseball. And here's Tyler Skiles. Takes the first pitch for a strike call at the belt. Tyler hit by a pitch right in the lower part of the back earlier in this inning. That's slow and away, scooped by Roberts. Well, we were talking about those tough games coming up for Norwell tomorrow and Thursday. Northrop at home tomorrow for Senior Day, and at Carroll Thursday. That's high for ball 2. Both of those teams are receiving votes at least in Class 4A. Northrop just outside the rankings. Carroll at number 6 in the coaches' poll. And that's lined to first base, but foul. It's 2-2. But we are looking forward to bringing both of those games to you. 2-2. Right back up the middle into center field for a base hit. Bragy's going to be waved around. 2 runs are going to come in to score. It's a pair of RBIs for Tyler Skiles, and the Knights now lead it 11-0. Nice job by Tyler to get that one into center for a base hit. And good base running by Garrison Braggy to score on the play, as kind of got caught up in the thick grass out there in center. And now the top of the order bats for the 3rd time here in the 2nd. Grounded up the middle, past a diving Harris at second, right over the bag. It's a base hit single for Caleb Kohler, and back-to-back hits have the Knights on 1st and 2nd with 1 out.
The second baseman, number 16, Garrett Wainwright.
Already a 10-run inning for the Knights. And Waybright just got hit, I think, either at the top of the back or right off the helmet. Right below the neck. And the bases are loaded.
Colin Schwartz.
Columbia City pitching just having a lot of trouble. And they're in a jam again with the bases loaded and 1 out. Batter Schwartz. And he, scorches the first pitch, foul. That ball was tagged as he was out in front of it and tried to put it down the line and just got it foul. He put the first contact of the day into left for a base hit. Picked up an RBI. 0-1 pitch in the dirt. Lonsberry into his wind, and the 1-1. Ground ball towards the shortstop, and it rolled up the glove of Planchin into center field, and only one base. Kohler could have scored, but he'll stay at 3rd as Columbia City throws it around the infield. But that'll have to be E6. No RBI for Schwartz, and it's 12-0.
The designated hitter, number 1, Quentin Middleton.
And the courtesy runner is going to be Trevor Wilson again for the 3rd time today. Schwartz has reached on all 3 trips to the plate. And now Quentin Middleton. 11 runs in the inning for Norwell. Swing and a miss. Middleton trying to take that one out of here. Really off balance. That's where he ended up. And the 0-1 offering. Called strike 2 on the outer edge. Hit by pitch single is a common line for Norwell batters today. Here comes the pitch in the dirt, bounces away, and Kohler will hold at 3rd. Can't imagine Mr. Bohata gets a lot more innings here today. He's only got 30 pitches, which means he could pitch tomorrow. 1-2, breaking pitch, line to center field, a base hit. Runners move up a base, 13-0, RBI for Middleton. The Knights continue to score. Courtesy runner Levi Leidig for the pitcher Middleton.
Number 4, Levi Leidig.
And the batter now is Levi Long again. 1 for 1, sacrifice fly, and a double. Levi's already got 3 RBIs on the day, and he pops the first pitch behind the plate. It's out of play. Now, with the young makeup of this Columbia City team, it's almost like equating to a JV team, and that's just kind of what's happened today. And against varsity hitters, that's pretty tough to overcome if you're Columbia City. Oh, and 2 now to Levi with 1 out and the bases loaded here in the bottom of the second. And the pitch. That ball is tagged right center field, and it's down. It'll one-hop the base of the wall again. Extra bases. Levi will cruise into second. Leidig's being waved around third, and now Long is going to go to third. It'll be a triple, and he scores 3 runs, and the Knights lead it 16-0. Boy, it looked like it was only going to be 2 bases there, but Levi was being waved around. Leidig scored a triple, the second extra base hit of the day for Long, and he clears the bases and makes it 16-0. 10th hit of the day for Norwell, and they've all been here in the second inning. First pitch to Bohado, well up and away. Clark is going to bat next, and it'll be his 3rd at bat in the inning. Unless an unforeseen double play occurs here. Not very likely that'll happen. Long at third base. Levi now has 6 RBIs in 3 at-bats on the day. Really nice so far for him, and it's now 3-0. We're now 48 minutes into this game, and we're still not out of the bottom of the second. Really not close to getting out of this inning as Norwell just continues to hit. It's a 15-run inning, and there's a base on balls. 4-pitch walk. Put runners on the corners with just 1 out. Now we'll have a pinch hitter. It'll be Caden Mann to bat for the Knights.
Now batting for the Knights, number 35, Caden Mann.
Caden getting just his 4th at-bat of the year. He's 2 for 3. Yep. And the first pitch is a strike call on the outer edge. Well, it's probably safe to say now, after getting a glimpse here at Columbia City, unless something really changes in sectional, that Heritage probably has almost a free pass to the sectional championship, and you can't say that very often in the tournament. But Norwell just absolutely dismantling this Eagle team today. 1-1 in the dirt, 2 balls and a strike. And there's a pitch that is, boy, he turned on that one, and it'll be just foul. Into the bullpen it goes, and it'll even the count up at 2-2. But Mann turned on that one, and perhaps a little wind assisted. But it fell just foul. Here comes 2-2, pops it up, foul territory, giving chase Roberts, and it'll fall out of play. Two balls, 2 strikes. Bohada away from first, Long from third with 1 out in the second. And he jammed it, popped it up, and that will fall just foul. Thought it might fall fair, and Caden Mann will take a moment to tie his shoe. It has been a real nice at-bat here for Caden. He's seen 6 pitches. As the Knights continue to do just about everything right here in the inning. 2-2 pitch in the dirt, and he's run the count full. Now the payoff pitch coming, and it's in the dirt. A walk will load the bases. Yeah, the biggest inning of the year right now for Norwell. They have scored 15 runs in this inning. The only out was Bohada flying out, I believe. Or not Bohada. Actually, yeah, it was Bohada. He's already batted twice in this inning. Breggy coming up for the 3rd time. And Lonsberry misses with his first offering. Breggy is 0 for 1. Walked, reached on an error. And that pitch is tagged into right field. Going back is Bolt, and he's not going to get there. It's at the base of the wall. It'll just be one base. Actually, Bohad is going to try to score, and he will. He'll get 2 RBIs, as that could have definitely been a double, but the Knights now holding up on bases. And it's 18-0. 2 RBIs there for Mr. Breggy on the 11th hit of the day for the Knights. And that might be the end of Zach Lonsberry Day. We'll have a pitching visit. I'll talk to the infield, and we'll take a break along with him. Back in a minute on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Are you looking for a new dental home, or maybe you've suffered a dental sports-related injury? Contact Dr. Laura Kugelhahn and her caring staff. They can help you with your general and emergency dental needs. Dr. Laura Kugelhahn and her staff provide a wide variety of services such as fillings, crowns, veneers, bridges, bleaching, dentures, athletic mouth guards, and much more. Dr. Kugelhahn's office is located at 1133 North Main Street in Bluffton. Call today at 824-3100 for an appointment with Dr. Laura Kugelhahn.
Dr. Laura Kugelhahn is a provider for Delta Dental and Aetna insurances. She is also accepting Care Credit. Dr. Kugelhahn and her staff will make you feel at home.
Every team knows that the three-point play can be a winning move. That's why State Farm and me, Kevin Beatty, and my team are here to help you go for 3 by combining your home, auto, and life insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go for the win and score savings by combining your home, auto, and life. It's just another way we're here to help things go right. So call me, State Farm Agent Kevin Beatty, at 824-1928 or in Bern at 589-2077.
Now, welcome back to Norwell. Defensive changes here for Columbia City. The new pitcher, Cam Harris, number 13. He was out at second base. And Zach Lonsberry will trade places with him as he'll go to second. We've got an 18-0 ball game. 17 runs on 11 hits here in the inning for Norwell. 3 Columbia City errors to compound the issue. And Tyler Skiles will be the first hitter here. I believe he was the first batter to face Zach Lonsberry. So he'll be batting for the 3rd time. 1 for 1, hit by pitch and singled to center. He'll have an RBI opportunity. Infield is not ready, and he steps on the mound ready to pitch. Yeah. And that's slowing away. Yep, he's working from the windup right now. Wow. 1-0. Strike call. Well, that's got to be interesting for the hitter to see a windup coming with 2 runners on base. Yep, now he's going from the stretch. A ball and a strike to Tyler. Fastball in the dirt, skips away. Runners will hold as they are done advancing. So 2-run with 2 runners aboard and just 1 out in a 17-run inning for the Knights. Oh, that's tomahawked right back. It'll be a double play. It was snagged by Cam Harris on the mound, and he tosses it back to first to double off Breggy, and the side is mercifully retired. After 2 complete, Norwell 18, Columbia City nothing. Back in a minute on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
The Bowling Center in Bluffton has adult youth double leagues with 1 adult and 1 child per team, or 2 youth may make a team at a youth league for ages 4 to 19 starting soon. The leagues are 10 weeks long and everyone plays every game. The Bowling Center in Bluffton, located at 1231 South Scott Street. For complete details, visit bowlbluffton.com, and don't forget about Friday Fun from 12 to 6. Only $1 per game and 50-cent shoes at a smoke-free environment. bowlbluffton.com. bowlbluffton.com.
Aussie and Do It Best Hardware is your one-stop shop for all your home repair needs, featuring Valspar paints. They have propane refill, screen repair, and a complete rental center, along with a large selection of home improvement items, from electrical and plumbing supplies down to the nuts and bolts you need. Summer has been beautiful this year, but it's time to start thinking about the fall projects that need done around the house. Visit Aussie and Do It Best on Hirely Drive, just off Highway 1 in Ossian.
Yeah, welcome back to Norwell. Here's the good news for Columbia City. They've only been shut out in 2 games this year, so you can expect them to perhaps get a run on the board. There's some bullpen action for Norwell. It's Cole Lewison down in the mound, or down at the bullpen, rather, and he's looking to get some extra work after having a rough go yesterday and Saturday in the second game, so he's looking to find his feet again. It'll be the top of the order to bat here for the Eagles in the top of the third. Planchin, Bolt, Clark, assuming no pinch hitters.
Leading off for the Eagles in the top of the third inning, the shortstop, number 10, Frank Planchin.
And he's going to make a pitching change right there. Cole Lewison will come into the mound after Bohetta threw his warm-up pitches. So let's talk about Cole. He shouldn't need too many, as he was warming up plenty in the bullpen. But it'll be a straight change, and Cole Lewison on the year has thrown 19 innings and allowed 10 earned runs. Now his ERA was .89 going into the week, and now it's 3.68. He's allowed 25 hits, walked just 1, and struck out 12. He issued his first base on balls of the year last night in that 6th inning at East Noble.
Cole Lewison. That's a straight change.
Yep. So we are now an hour into this game. We've only played 2 innings. But we're going to have to play 4.5. 7:05. Yep.
Tigers.
I'm not sure at this rate that we'll make it out of here by 7:05. But we can certainly keep it positive. Tigers taking on Baltimore for a 3-game set, followed by Texas this weekend.
1:10 tomorrow.
A pretty tough week coming up for the Tigers, but it'll be Planchin to lead it off here. He struck out swinging. He was one of 3 Bohetta strikeout victims. And Lewison into the wind, and the first pitch is going to be in the dirt. Key here for Lewison is to pound the zone. So Bohetta throws only 30 pitches. That's very good for the Knights. Means he'll be available for tomorrow or Thursday or both. 1-0, strike call.
4x800 relay team qualifies for regional.
Wow. That's fouled out of play. Just got word there. Girls track sectional down at IWU today. And 4x800 qualifies for regional, getting second place there. Continue updating you on that as the evening wears on. There's a slow grounder to first, and Long flips to Lewison on the bag for out number 1.
The right fielder, number 7, Jacob Bolt.
3-1 on the putout, and here's Jacob Bolt. Bolt struck out swinging. back in the first. And the first pitch, he pops up, foul territory. Here comes Schwartz right towards us, and it's going to bounce up against the window.
Come on, dive.
Yeah.
I take it back.
And he gets some pretty good road rash with the gravel over here as well, if he dives at that ball. And that's tomahawked again. Popped up right towards the third baseman, Bragi, coming on. And he makes the grab for out number 2.
The center fielder, number 9, Tanner Clark.
Third hitter Clark now, center fielder, singled to right in his first at bat. One of 2 Columbia City hits on the day. And Cole's first offering is a strike at the belt. One fouled off the mask of Schwartz, and it's 0-2. Colin will jog out halfway to the mound to give himself an extra breath before flipping it to Lewison. We've got more bullpen action. Might see our first JV pitcher of the year. That's Belden Glasgow out there. Wears number 13, and he is officially in the bullpen. A ball and 2 strikes now to Tanner Clark, with 2 outs and the bases empty in the third. Tapped right towards the shortstop. Routine play for Kohler. 6-3 is the putout. It's a 1-2-3 third for Lewison. Let's go to the bottom. Knights leading 18-0 on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Troxel Equipment offers a full line of John Deere equipment. Troxel Equipment features a large inventory of all makes and models of pre-owned equipment that has been well maintained and ready for service. Most of Troxel's pre-owned equipment was traded in from owner-operators. Be sure to ask about our certified pre-owned units. Troxel Equipment has the ability to customize your financing, lease, or installment contracts to meet your cash flow needs. Visit any of our 3 locations in Bluffton, Huntington, or Wabash, or check out our website for our inventory of new and pre-owned equipment. Troxel Equipment, the dealership you can trust.
Located in Fort Wayne, Indiana, the University of St. Francis is a private Catholic university enrolling 2,300 students in majors ranging from the liberal arts to the creative arts to the health services. Small class sizes, personal attention, and the freedom to explore your options. A USF education has a lot to offer. Visit their beautiful campus and see for yourself how you can be a part of the University of St. Francis. Visit sf.edu to learn more about the University of St. Francis. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric strives to be your total service provider. Their licensed technicians can handle all of your electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling needs, and now offers duct cleaning. No job is too small or too large for their service professionals. From electrical repairs, water heater replacements, sewer and drain cleaning, well repair, and remodel jobs. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric, located behind Lowe's on Commerce Drive in Bluffton, 888-824-3332. That's 824-3332. TW Fable, a modern American restaurant, is now open at Timber Ridge Golf Course, 2330 East, 250 North in Bluffton, and it's bigger and better than ever. You can enjoy the same fine dining experience Tuesday through Thursday, 5 to 9, Friday and Saturday, 5 to 10. Reservations are recommended by calling 260-353-1360. Everyone is welcome at TW Fable.
Yeah, welcome back to Norwell. We have a slew of defensive changes for Columbia City now. Here they come as everybody's having some trouble with this, keeping up with how he's going to make the changes. Chris McGehee is reporting them to the home plate umpire. We're just going to go around like we started, as that's how many changes there are. There's only 3 guys that are left in the same position. So now for Columbia City, Jordan Lee at third, Dylan Reed at first, Frank Planchant, Ashton Lee up the middle, Ben Ross in left, Austin Bolton center, Dalton Borton in right, and Bryce Martin is the new catcher. Cam Harris is still the pitcher for Columbia City, and that is going to make for some interesting batting situations coming up in the top of the next inning. But Norwell will still send Kohler, Waybright, and Schwartz to the plate as we're finally ready to go. Harris threw just 4 pitches in that bottom of the second inning to get the last 2 outs. It was a liner right back at him, and he doubled Breggy off of first.
The shortstop, number 5, Caleb Kohler. I have no idea who's playing where.
Here is Kohler. Caleb 2 for 2, hit by a pinch, single to center twice, and swings and misses at the first pitch. 18 runs on 11 hits for the Knights. 2 runs on 3 hits for Columbia City. Or 2 hits and 3 errors, rather. No runs. And this pitch is lifted high and deep to center. Going back is Austin Bolt towards the track, and it sits right at the bottom of the wall. 2 bases, Kohler rounding second hard. He'll take third. It'll be a leadoff triple for Caleb Kohler. Caleb's first triple of the year, I believe. The 12th hit of the game for the Knights.
Second baseman, number 16, Garrett Waybright.
And that was only a few feet away from getting out.
About 7 foot, 6 foot.
And now the 2-hitter, Garrett Waybright, takes the first pitch high. He'll bat with a runner at third now. Waybright's driven in 12 on the year. 1 for 2, fly-out single hit by pitch. And he puts this one into left field, going over Ben Ross towards the gap, and it's going to bounce to the wall. It'll be a double for Waybright and an RBI, and it's a 19-0 Norwell lead. Boy, the left and center fielders just kind of sauntered over that baseball and never really got there. Let it drop in left center. And it'll be an RBI opportunity for Colin Schwartz. 1 for 2 is Colin on the day. And the breaking pitch hits him on the leg. Might have grazed both legs, and it'll put runners on first and second with nobody out. Well, it's just been all kinds of trouble for Columbia City pitching.
Number 2, Trevor Wilson.
That'll be a courtesy runner again. Schwartz has reached all 4 times. Wilson will courtesy run. Columbia City pitching has now pegged 7 batters on the day. And Levi Leidig will bat for Middleton here. Whoa. Flies this one into left center field, and it's going to get up against the wall. It'll be 1 base as they'll load the bases. Could have been much more, but instead they'll just load them up. The 14th hit of the day for the Knights. And the inning continues.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. Now batting for the Knights, number 54, Carson Kennedy.
Well, here's Carson Kennedy. He's got a shot to keep his 1,000 batting average intact here. 1 for 1 on the year. Had a hit in a 23-1 victory over Southern Wells. Harris has been laying him in there, though, and it'll be a good chance here for Kennedy to get another hit. Instead, he takes the first pitch well high. He bats with the bases loaded. Also has an RBI to his credit as he hit with the bases juiced back in that Southern Wells game. First game of the year. And the 1-0 is high, and it gets away, but it won't matter. 2-0 as Belden Glasgow now returns to the dugout for Norwell. We might see him come on here in the 4th inning. Harris comes set and delivers the 2-0 pitch. And it's fouled into the Norwell dugout. Kennedy keeping him alive. 2-1's the count. Leidig leads away from first. Wilson from second. Waybright from third. A run is across here in the inning on a couple Norwell hits. And the pitch. Called strike 2 at the very bottom of the zone. And the count is even at 2-2. Oh. And the pitch. Fouled out of play, and Kennedy continues to battle. He's seen 5 pitches. Waiting on deck is Cole Lewison for the Knights. The 2-2 offering once more. It is chopped right at the shortstop, and it'll be a line out. And Kennedy falls half his batting average, and it'll be 1 for 2. It's the first recorded out of the 3rd inning.
Now batting for the Knights, the pitcher, number 15, Cole Lewison.
And it'll leave the bases loaded for Cole. First at bat of the day for Mr. Lewison. He hasn't gotten a ton of opportunities, just 1 for 4 on the year. And he swings and misses at the first pitch. Cole, I believe, also had a hit against Southern Wells. Oh, 1. Strike 2 called, and I think just about everything's going to be a strike now. We've got Caden Mann on deck as he looks for his second at bat of the game. Knights still bat with the bases loaded here in the 3rd inning. 0-2. Big breaking ball got Lewison for out number 2. And here's Caden Mann. Caden walked in his first trip to the plate. Cam Harris has a chance to work out of this bases-loaded jam with giving up just 1 run. And this pitch is lined to left field and foul. Same place Mann put it his first try. Long look in this time from Cam Harris, and finally comes to the plate with the 0-1. Breaking ball, gets away. Everybody holds. It's been a long half inning, 1-1. That was after potentially a record-setting second. Might have to get some statistics on that one. 17 runs in the inning for the Knights, 11 hits. 1 run and 3 hits in this inning. 2 balls and a strike to Mann. Missed it high. No place to put Caden. He's already walked once. And that's in the dirt. It'll be a bases-loaded walk, and it'll be a 20th run for the Knights. I believe there might be some bullpen action for Columbia City. Chris McGee's going to call time and talk to his pitcher. We'll take a break while he does and return after these words from our sponsors.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs, and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Costly misconceptions about collision repair. Brought to you by Lauren's Body Shop.
The insurance company is responsible for selecting the shop to repair your vehicle.
False. Insurance agents and adjusters have no authority in telling you where to have your vehicle repaired. It's your investment and responsibility to select a competent collision repair facility.
In business since 1951, Lauren's Body Shop on East Dustman Road specializes in insurance collision repair, offers free estimates, and an outstanding limited lifetime warranty. Visit lawrensbodyshop.com.
At Adams Memorial Hospital, we care for the things that mean the most to you, your health, your family, and your community. Compassion is just as important to us as being accredited, or our Follow My Health online patient portal, or having top-of-the-line medical technology. Because at Adams Memorial Hospital, exceptional care means listening a little longer, a hug, or a kind gesture from a nurse. Compassion and medical expertise. That's Adams Memorial Hospital. Exceptional care, close to you. Close to you.
Yeah, welcome back to Norwell. No runs, 2 hits, 3 errors, 3 left for Columbia City. 20 runs on 14 hits, an error, and 3 left aboard for the Knights. And it'll be Garrison Breggy, the 8-hitter, to bat here with the bases loaded in the bottom of the third.
Number 6, Garrison Breggy.
2 outs, and Elkins and Harris, the bases loaded. He started at third base, but re-entered here after he was in the pen for a short time. There's the first pitch fastball that is tagged to right center field, and it's over the head of everybody. It's up against the wall. It'll just be 1 base, but 2 runs will score. It'll be 2 RBI single, and it's 22-0. This game continues. And here's Tyler Skiles, bottom of the order, 1 for 2, hit by pitch, single line out. It resulted in a double play to end the second inning. And the first pitch is fouled straight back to the screen. Man out there at second, Breggy at first. 4 runs across in the inning on 4 Norwell hits. Fastball high. And a count even at a ball and a strike. So it's the 4th Columbia City pitcher on the day. That was fouled at the plate, and it'll be 1-2. He played nearly an hour and 20 minutes of baseball. Only in the bottom of the third. 1-2 offering. Big breaking pitch, nubbed off the end of the bat. And it'll be an easy play for Elkins as he tosses to first to get Skiles 1-3 to end the threat in the third. Norwell gets 4 runs on 4 hits. They leave 2. We go to the 4th. Knights leading 22-0 on WellsCountyVoice.com.
You care about your community, you shop local, and you enjoy personal interaction. You're doing more than spending your money. You're supporting your neighbors.
Hi, this is Carlos.
And this is Sarah from Bloomin' Boutique in Ossian. We would like to personally invite you to visit our shop, the Bloomin' Boutique, and check out all we have to offer.
At the Bloomin' Boutique, we have daily lunch specials like Taco Tuesdays, Witch Wednesdays, and Aloha Fridays. A large selection of smoothies, frappes, iced lattes, coffees, and teas.
We also carry a large selection of fresh flowers for bouquets and flower arrangements. Our shop is full of handmade, uniquely functional pottery, handmade jewelry, DeBrand's chocolates, and gifts. You don't need to go any further than the Bloomin' Boutique. Grab your latte, lunch, flowers, gifts, and chocolates all in one stop.
Support your local community by visiting Blooming Boutique, located at 106 South Jefferson Street in Ossian. Follow them on Facebook to view their daily lunch specials. Open 7 to 5 Monday through Friday and 9 to 3 on Saturday. The Blooming Boutique.
Yeah, welcome back to Norwell. We're on the top of the 4th. We've got a new pitcher making his first varsity appearance. Belton Glasgow on the mound for the Knights. Wears number 13. Caden Mann also entered in the top of the 3rd for Ian Clark in left field, and he's still out there, and that's all the defensive changes. But Belton's going to get his first work. Knights might need him again later in this week, as with a 6-game week, sometimes you need a couple of your JV pitchers to come in and get some work. Logan House is also available, and I think that might be him warming up in the Norwell bullpen right now. It is. So he may see the 5th inning. Coach McLean might be able to get in both of his JV dressing today into the game on the mound. That's why they're here. They will remain with the varsity team for the remainder of the season. Jake Elkins leads off the inning, the cleanup hitter, and he singled back in the first inning. And the first pitch from Belden is ripped into center field. Welcome to the varsity level. It's a base hit for Jake Elkins.
The first baseman, number 18, Dylan Reed.
Third hit of the day for Columbia City, second for Elkins, and here's Dylan Reed. Dylan grounded out 1-3 his first try. Elkins not a threat to run. First pitch, just missed outside. Third pitcher of the day for the Knights. 1-0, ground ball towards third. Slow roller. He'll go to second for, oh no. Tried to be scooped up. Not a great throw. And it'll be E5 on the play as Waybright not able to scoop, and it'll put 2 runners aboard with nobody out. Colin Schwartz will jog out to the mound to have a conversation with Mr. Glasgow.
Number 13, Cam Harris.
He got the ground ball he needed that time, but defense didn't back him up. Second Norwell error of the day. Both on the infield. And the first pitch is foul tipped into the glove for strike one. Zach Platt waits on deck. Then Brendan Roberts, although they've all been sub-4, so probably some more changes in the Columbia City lineup. A ball and a strike now to Harris. But an RBI opportunity. Biggest threat of the day for Columbia City here with nobody out as they try to get on the board for the first time. There's a fastball, swung on and missed. Ball and 2 strikes here to Harris. Called, strike 3, snap throw back to first, and they didn't apply the tag. Would have been pretty close, but I think Dylan Reed would have been back in there anyway. And Glasgow records his first varsity strikeout. This is, I think, yeah, we'll get him in a minute. Glasgow steps off. It's number 3. It is Dalton Borton, the right fielder. And the first offering is a fastball. It's swung on and missed. Jake Elkins dancing a little bit out there at second base, trying to draw the attention of Glasgow, but it hasn't rattled him to this point. 8 pitches and 6 have been for strikes. Strike 2 called at the bottom of the zone. Top 4th in a blowout game with 1 out and 2 runners aboard. Called, strike 3, bottom of the knees. Not sure what Borton was going to be looking for. And it's the second strikeout, second out of the inning.
The catcher, number 12, Bryce Martin.
And here is Bryce Martin, who entered for Roberts in the bottom of the last inning. Cuts and misses at the first pitch. Glasgow loses his hat. At what point do we start calling him Ryan Tomlin?
Not even close. That kid had 17 one time.
0-1. Oh, that skips away. That'll be a wild pitch as Schwartz couldn't keep it in front of him. It was in the dirt. But both runners will advance into scoring position. You know, I think that estimate might have been even conservative for that afternoon.
Stop keeping track.
Ball and a strike here to Bryce Martin with 2 outs and 2 runners in scoring position for the Eagles. This pitch is lined into right field. Down the line, a base hit. Dylan Reed's being waved around. 1 run is in. Throw is cut off. And Columbia City has scored for the first time today. It's 2 RBI single for Bryce Martin. It's 22-2.
Now batting number 20, Ben Ross.
So Glasgow allows his first earned runs as a varsity pitcher. And here's Ben Ross, ground ball to the first baseman, and Long gobbles it up and steps on first to retire the side. Columbia City gets 2 runs in the inning on 2 hits. They leave 1. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Knights leading 22-2 on WellsCountyVoice.com.
This is Dan and Jane with Daniels Jewelers in Bluffton.
We want to remind everyone that we do in-house repair, with our specialty being restoration and resetting.
Jewelry that is worn frequently over the years usually needs some TLC, prong retipping, resetting, or sizing.
It's so much fun to see the customer's reaction when they see their jewelry looking almost brand new.
Or maybe it's time for a new style. Choose from all styles of settings or let us design one just for you.
Daniels Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
Aussie and Do It Best Hardware is your one-stop shop for all your home repair needs, featuring Valspar paints. They have propane refill, screen repair, and a complete rental center, along with a large selection of home improvement items, from electrical and plumbing supplies down to the nuts and bolts you need. Summer has been beautiful this year, but it's time to start thinking about the fall projects that need done around the house. Visit Aussie and Do It Best on Hirely Drive, just off Highway 1 in Ossian. T.W. Fable, a modern American restaurant, is now open at Timber Ridge Golf Course, 2330 East, 250 North in Bluffton, and it's bigger and better than ever. You can enjoy the same fine dining experience Tuesday through Thursday, 5 to 9, Friday and Saturday, 5 to 10. Reservations are recommended by calling 260-353-1360. Everyone is welcome at T.W. Fable.
Welcome back to Norwell. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Columbia City gets on the board on a couple of hits. 2 RBI single off the bat of Bryce Martin. He lined one into right. Made it 22-2. The Knights have scored in each inning, 1 in the first, 17 in the second, 4 in the third. And Caleb Kohler, the top of the order, will bat for the 5th time today. Hit by pitch, 2 singles, and a triple. Really nice contest so far for Caleb. And this is the kind of day where you sandbag the averages. And everybody on the lineup card has gotten hit with the exception of the JV call-ups today. And Trevor Wilson, who is only in a courtesy running role today. 1-1 to Caleb. Big breaking ball, called strike 2. Comes 1-2 pitch. Fastball is driven to right. Playable, though, for Dalton Borton, that is, and he makes the grab for the first out.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. Now batting for the Knights, number 10, Logan House.
Logan House is going to get his first varsity at bat right here for the Knights. He is entering here for Waybright. And he pops the first pitch up. Right side, foul territory, going over his read. And he makes the grab for out number 2. House is out of there.
The catcher, number 20, Colin Schwartz.
Here is Colin Schwartz now, 1 for 2. Hit by pitch, single, reached on an error, hit by pitch again. And the first pitch by Elkins is a strike call at the belt. Elkins definitely the hardest throwing of the 4 Columbia City pitchers today. Big time breaking ball over the head of Schwartz. One, swing and a miss. This would be the first 1-2-3 inning for Columbia City today. That's in the dirt, 2-2. By the way, an update. In the middle of the fifth, DeKalb leads Leo 5-2, looking for that outright Northeast 8 title. And they kind of came out of left field for that one. Norwell was the heavy favorite, but really has not played up to par in the Northeast 8 Conference. They're going to finish in the bottom half. 3 balls and 2 strikes now to Shorts with 2 outs and the base is empty, and that pitch grounded right at the third baseman, Lee. He throws to first, and it's a 1-2-3 fourth. The side is retired. Knights go down in order. We go to the fifth, most likely the last inning of play. Norwell leading 22-2 on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
Welcome to the new Heidi Automotive Group. We have a brand new state-of-the-art facility. Now you can shop for a new Chevrolet, Buick, Dodge, Ram, Jeep, or Chrysler at the same location right here in Bluffton, Indiana. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and crossovers. We focus on quality, and that is why we certify our pre-owned inventory so you get more warranty, free maintenance, and peace of mind. Don't worry about your credit. We have financing options for everyone. Heidi Automotive Group, a new look, but old-fashioned integrity.
Every team knows that the three-point play can be a winning move. That's why State Farm and me, Kevin Beatty, and my team are here to help you go for 3 by combining your home, auto, and life insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go for the win and score savings by combining your home, auto, and life. It's just another way we're here to help things go right. So call me, State Farm Agent Kevin Beatty, at 824-1928 or in Bern at 589-2077.
Yeah, welcome back to Norwell. Top of the fifth in a 22-2 game. Norwell leading this one. And new pitcher is Logan House for the Knights, as he's going to see his first varsity inning of work. Belden Glasgow stays in the game as he goes over to second base, and Waybright is out. No other defensive changes for the Knights, and unless Columbia City is able to open up a monstrous inning, this will be the final half inning of play. It'll be the top of the order. It'll be led off by Frank Planchin for the Eagles. But we'll see what Logan House can do. Logan, just a freshman for the Knights. But it's good to see that all the JV players getting work today.
Leading up for the Eagles in the top of the fifth inning, number 10, Frank Planchin.
And here's Planchin, 0 for 2, struck out swinging, grounded out to the first baseman. Two runs, 4 hits, 3 errors for Columbia City. 22 runs on 15 hits and 2 errors for the Knights. And the first pitch is a fastball fouled out of play. Pretty good fastball on the first pitch offered by House. Throws a little harder than Glasgow. There's a fastball at the knees. Can't believe he didn't call that a strike. 1-1. There's a breaking pitch on the corner for strike 2. And the 1-2. Breaking ball fouled out of play. Comes pitch. Big breaking ball, check swing. He went around. Short's having some trouble finding it, so he'll have to throw to first to complete the strikeout. And he does. And House has his first varsity strikeout. 1 gone here in the fifth.
Now batting number 17, Ashton Lee.
Ashton Lee bats for Jacob Bolt. Ashton now at second base for Columbia City. Check swing, and he foul-tipped it into the glove. Uppercut swing and miss. Yep, Logan's pounding the zone. That's key here. Got a lot of stats to go through today, and it's a good thing we're using the iPad because the book might not have been too effective today. The Knights batted around 3 times in the bottom of the second inning. 1-2 now to Ashton. Just missed above the belt. Big breaking pitch. Couldn't get Lee to chase. Got to throw a strike here. Ashton's been nowhere close to the baseball. Payoff pitch. Called strike 3 right on the inner edge. Ashton Lee griping about that one a little bit, but really doesn't have a beef. 2 gone.
Now batting, number 4, Austin Bolt.
Here's Austin Bolt. He's the last chance for Columbia City today, and Logan House has a chance to strike out the side in his first varsity appearance. Got Bolt to swing and miss at that pitch. And he missed with the bender. Left it up high. 1-1 now. And the pitch. Fastball, foul tipped into the glove for strike 2. And the Knights are 1 pitch away from their 14th victory of the season. And there it is. Called strike 3. Logan House strikes out the side in his first varsity appearance, and the Knights win it 22-2 in the 5-inning variety. We'll go ahead and tally up the final statistics. We'll hear from our sponsors, and we're back in a minute on WellsCountyVoice.com. The Knights win today.
Introducing Pizza Hut's first $5 flavor menu. Just $5 each when you order 2 or more. Say yes to a medium one-topping pizza. Yes to Wing Street Wings. Yes to new stuffed garlic knots. And much more. It's easy to say yes to our first ever $5 flavor menu. Only at Pizza Hut.
The $5 flavor menu is now available from your local Pizza Hut on North Main Street in Bluffton. To place an order, call 824-5701 or order online at pizzahut.com.
Troxel Equipment offers a full line of John Deere equipment. Troxel Equipment features a large inventory of all makes and models of pre-owned equipment that has been well maintained and ready for service. Most of Troxel's pre-owned equipment was traded in from owner-operators. Be sure to ask about our certified pre-owned units. Troxel Equipment has the ability to customize your financing, lease, or installment contracts to meet your cash flow needs. Visit any of our 3 locations in Bluffton, Huntington, or Wabash, or check out our website for our inventory of new and pre-owned equipment. Troxel Equipment, the dealership you can trust.
Hi, this is Dale from the Voice Enterprises. For countless years, I struggled with back pain, and more often than not, the doctors would just prescribe pain meds, which would just dull the pain. It wasn't until I was referred to Indiana Physical Therapy that I truly experienced pain relief. The professionals at IPT showed me the correct exercises and stretches for my problems, and my back pain began to fade away, and as a result, my entire body began to feel better. Indiana Physical Therapy's highly trained professionals treat all types of injuries and ailments and accept all insurance. For more information on IPT or to schedule an appointment, call 824-0522 or visit indianapt.com.
And welcome back to Norwell, wrapping things up here after a 20-run Norwell win as they win this one by a score of 22-2, pounded out 15 hits today. And we're joined now by Norwell head coach Andy McLean, and there's a lot of good things, again, to take away from a game like that. And you talk about things like base hits, you talk about driving guys home, talk about taking extra bases at times where, other teams not paying attention. And your team played pretty well on defense despite a couple of mistakes, but they cleaned up after that and only allowed just the 2 runs today.
Right. Can you hear me okay? Because
I
can't hear you. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Very good. We're all right. Well, I tell you, piggybacking off of last night briefly, we had that 3-0 lead at East Noble and was playing well, and then all of a sudden, had it taken away from us, and they took it away pretty quick, and they didn't give it back. So we tried to keep our heads up. We don't like to lose. Nobody does. We don't, so we tried to stay positive and stay together and come back and play good baseball tonight. You're always trying to do things the right way. And play the game hard and respect the game and all that stuff, and that's what we felt like we tried to do. I liked the way we swung the bats, squaring the ball up. Some guys are swinging it well right now with some confidence. Defensively, you're right. It's tough. You get those long innings and then to go back out, but you still got to be able to do that. There's no excuses. You go out and make plays. Was happy to see Christian throw a couple innings well, to see Cole bounce back after a couple of rough outings for him. And then, a couple freshmen I'm sure you got to talk about there a little bit. Belden can pitch, no doubt about it. He's a hitter as well. And Logan has quite a bright future on the mound as a freshman, striking out the side there. Great experience for him. Happy for those kids. Beautiful, nice day. Got to have the mothers out for the starting lineups and enjoy the nice weather and see Coach McBride, Coach Thornton out here throwing out the first pitch, all those good things, and get a victory on top of it. We'll definitely take it. Got a couple nice challenging games coming up. We played really well at Northrop last year. They had just won the conference and went up there and played some good baseball against them. So see if we can do that again tomorrow. Carroll's a good ball game on Thursday. I know our kids are looking forward to playing them. That's a good team. Be a couple good nights in a row, and this was a good way to get things started.
Yeah, this is we're entering into the home stretch of the year.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Very important time as you lead into sectional. And you talked about Northrop and Carroll before 2 at Bluffton on Saturday.
Yep, sir.
And then you draw Mississinawa, a team that is dangerous.
Right.
But Christian shut down 5-0 through a 2-hitter in that game.
Right.
Very impressive on the road.
Right.
And what are you expecting out of the Indians coming back here and have an experience already you haven't seen? You're potentially somebody that they might see again.
Right. It'll be interesting to see what we can do. How we'll approach that. Obviously, that guy will probably get to start 2 games. He'll be able to start that Wednesday game and be able to start the championship game on Monday. Still, trying to get that straight between Quentin and Christian and maybe the 2 of them. Got some other guys developing. So, throw all the records out the door come sectional time, and really that's what we've been working towards. The conference season hasn't gone the way that we've wanted. But hopefully we've learned some things from it, and with the sectional being the ultimate goal, to be able to make sure we make our run and get a shot at that title.
That's right, and after that sectional, it will almost certainly be a loaded regional, as there's 4 good sectional teams that are going to come out. And it'll be a dogfight to win that regional. Over at Belmont. Well, we look forward to talking to you tomorrow.
Thank you.
The seniors, the focus tomorrow, but also we should be treated to a good baseball game as well. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks. Thank you, sir.
Yep. Thanks, Coacher. Well, we'll run through the final statistics now. We'll start with Columbia City on offense. Frank Planchin led off 0 for 3. Jacob Bolt 0 for 2. Tanner Clark 1 for 2 with a single. Jake Elkins 2 for 2 with 2 singles and scored a run. Dylan Reed 0 for 2 and scored once. Cam Harris 0 for 2. Zach Platt 0 for 1. Brendan Roberts 0 for 1. Ben Ross 0 for 2. Dalton Borton 0 for 1. Austin Bolt 0 for 1. Bryce Martin 1 for 1 with a single and drove in 2. And Ashton Lee was 0 for 1. On the mound today for Columbia City, it was Jacob Bolt, the starter. He's going to be charged with the loss as he throws 1+ innings, throws 31 pitches, 13 for strikes, and allows 4 earned runs on no hits, but he hit 5 batters and walked 1, did not strike out anybody. Zach Lonsberry came on in relief and got an out. And he threw 60 pitches, 32 for strikes, and allowed 14 runs. 6 of them were earned. On 11 hits, he walked 2. Cam Harris came on for an inning and a third, and threw 24 pitches, 14 for strikes, and allowed 4 earned runs on 3 hits. Struck out 1. Jake Elkins, 1 and a third, did the nice job today for Columbia City. 16 pitches, 11 for strikes, and allowed just the 1 hit and no runs. For your Knights, Caleb Kohler led off 3 for 4, scored 4 times, 2 singles, a triple, and an RBI. Garrett Waybright 2 for 3 with a single, a double, 2 RBIs, and scored 3 times. Colin Schwartz 1 for 3 with a single and 2 RBIs. Quentin Middleton 2 for 2 with 2 singles and an RBI and scored once. Levi Leidig 1 for 1 with a single and scored twice. Levi Long 2 for 2, a double, a triple, 6 RBIs and scored twice. Christian Bohetta 0 for 2 and scored once. Ian Clark 1 for 1 with a single, scored twice. Garrison Breggy 2 for 3, 2 singles, 4 RBIs and scored twice. Tyler Skiles 1 for 3 with a single, 2 RBIs and scored twice. Trevor Wilson scored 3 times as a courtesy runner. Logan House 0 for 1, Cole Lewison 0 for 1, Cade Mann 0 for 2. Actually, 0 for 0 officially as he walked twice, and Carson Kennedy 0 for 1. On the mound today, Christian Bohetta, the starter, he earns the victory in 2 innings, throws 30 pitches, 24 for strikes, and allows 2 hits, and struck out 3. Cole Lewison came on in relief for an inning, threw 9 pitches, 7 for strikes, zeros across the board. Belden Glasgow for an inning, came on, threw 14 pitches, 11 for strikes, and allowed 2 unearned runs on 2 hits, struck out 2. Logan House struck out the side in the top of the 5th. And that rounds out your Norwell statistics. Columbia City scores 2 in the top of the 4th. 2 runs, 4 hits, 3 errors, 4 left to board. Norwell, a run in the first, 17 in the bottom of the second, 4 in the third, and they win it 22-2 on 15 hits, 2 errors. They left 5 on base. And that'll wrap things up for Norwell. Today's game time was 1 hour and 37 minutes. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow for Senior Day. The Knights play Northrop at 5:30. Come out to the ballpark if you can. If you can't, join us right here. And that will do it. On behalf of the entire Wells County Voice crew, this is Derek Decker saying so long from Ossian.
We hope you enjoyed this high school sports broadcast on the Voice Sports Network. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
The preceding production is property of Voice Enterprises, and all rights are reserved worldwide. Thank you for listening to this production of Voice Enterprises, taking media in a new direction.